Well, hello there. Welcome back to the channel. I've actually just made a mistake with this video because I thought I was recording when I wasn't. And what I've just done, I've just stripped off from this butterfly Brian West standard. This is the head end that you can obviously see there. All the deformed blooms, which we're getting a lot of in our very cold spring that we're having in the UK this year. I've stripped them all off and I actually thought I was filming it, but it turns out that I wasn't. So these are the kind of deformed heads that we're getting. It's very common at this time of year. I've turned the plant as well. I mean, these were sort of sticking up. You can see they're completely deformed. It's an early season problem that you often get, particularly when it's cool. The plant is in a rush to push through and get blooms out. And you get these early deformed heads. It's common, certainly in the UK, early in the season, and even more so enhanced this year because it's been so cool. I'm getting rid of a few yellowing leaves as well. There's a marked leaf there. I've just turned this round, so this side I haven't actually seen for a little while. So I keep turning it every few days. It's grown on very well. There's a good body of plant, but it's just the fact that much of these blooms are deformed. I've got another one there. I'll just snap that one off as well while I'm at it. While I'm actually in recording mode now. But yeah, it does happen. That one, in actual fact, is what we call hen and chickens, where it's actually growing, is throwing a little sort of normal stem as well. So they need to be clipped off. That one almost certainly is gone as well. I'll snap that off if I can do it without one-handed, without snapping the stem, which I have successfully done. Got some others here. In order to balance it off, I'll take this couple off as well over the back because I can see they're going to be deformed. They're not appropriate heads at all. It's a great shame. I mean, I'm filming this on Thursday the 12th of May. So it's just over 5 weeks to the show now. And yeah, I think it's so disappointing that we're having this really cool spring. But there we are. Got rid of all those blooms. We'll see how they develop. They may have to come off ultimately as well. But hopefully anything new coming through will come through normal. But it's going to be touch and go this year with the cool spring that we're having and the fact that it's meant to be staying cool certainly for the next week. What I'm actually going to do, I'm just going to chuck this bunch of blooms in my bin and show you that it could also happen to regals as well. I did show this on the Pelargonium and Geranium Society channel, but we do get, in regal terms, exactly the same thing happens. You get this sort of pointing. I mean, this should be rounded petals, but they're all slightly pointed. It's quite common. You can see it again. It's all this rush of energy to push through and try and bloom well, sort of, in advance of really getting growing. But this will settle down. I mean, I've got a Saturn up here. This is a plant called Saturn, and these are all perfectly formed. They've all come out appropriately. But yeah, it just goes to show it doesn't affect all the plants, but some get more affected than others. So it does happen to regals as well. So I thought I'd just show that, but unfortunately, as I say, I wasn't actually filming when I was actually stripping the blooms off. I think you get the idea. So there we go. That's a little video for today, just showing that if you get these slightly deformed blooms, don't be frightened just to take them off because it's quite common. Certainly in the UK it is. when we get these very cool springs, but the plants are really wanting to get away, but they're being hampered by the coolness. Okay, so that's just about it from me today. I'll see you again very soon. Bye bye for now.